draw a brick that wasn't properly stacked. What should I do? Now it feels like there's a little saurian scratching away inside my chest.
Are we alive? Wait a minute. Ada dua. Ayo dong. Ntar aku cek suaranya aman gak nih. Apakah suaranya aman? Wait, kok kayak gak kedengaran sih suara gue?
If you're bored, why don't we take a look at my collection together? If something catches your eye, feel free to take it.
Intro ini gede. Oke. Selamat datang kembali di Nobay. Teman-teman semua yang menonton ini live maupun replay. Kita lanjut lagi seperti tadi sore. Seperti yang aku bilang, kita bakal lanjut lagi insyaallah. Kalau bisa sih tamat sih. Cuman ya kita lihat lagi deh gimana. Langsung aja kali ya. Jadi kita udah di tempatnya si Mualani. Gokil, breakdance gak tuh? Dan rencananya kita mau ini ya, berendam air panas.
Oh, I see. That's a great idea. I like it.
See, I told you the chief would agree. Well, let's get moving then. We can't let a word of this slip to anyone else.
Hey, Amina, Hikaru, Marukao. You three seem particularly cheerful today. What's the occasion?
Oh, Mulani, you're back. Who are these two?
Enggak kan harusnya? Oh, masih kedengaran sih tuh. Aman. Ini suara aku sih yang agak kecil. Ntar aku gedein dikit deh. Soalnya oke, gitu aja deh. Semoga kedengeran ya. Oke, aku naikin dikit lagi deh. Desktopnya mungkin aku turunin dikit. Lock volume. Kira-kira gimana tuh? Ayo. Oh, aman nih harusnya. Cuman kipas ini kedengaran juga ya. Aduh, ntar sambil aku dia lihat lagi gimana.
This is the Traveler and Paimon, two very important guests. I wanted to take them to the natural hot springs, but Auntie Atea caught us, so we had to come here first.
Aku mau bawa mereka ke kolam air panas. Tapi ketahuan sama Tante Atea, jadi harus kesini dulu deh.
Oh, what a coincidence! We were just talking about her.
Kita lagi ngomongin dia.
We think Auntie Atea's illness has taken a turn for the better.
Oh, udah mendingan.
Really? How can you tell?
Okay, so while you've been busy with the pilgrimage, we noticed that she's been visiting the hot springs alone at night.
Suka datang sendirian.
Yeah, specifically the hot springs in the cave to the north of our settlement. I'm sure you know the one. Apparently, she used to go there a lot before they became abandoned for some reason. She could never come into contact with hot water before, and now she's visiting the hot springs every night. I mean, it's pretty obvious what that means, right?
Yeah, so we got to thinking, what if we renovated the abandoned spring behind her back, then threw her a huge surprise party? Chief Amina thinks it's a great idea too. So, you want in?
Of course! How could you even think of pulling this off without me? I'm a little busy right now, though. I'll come find you once we're done at the hot springs.
Of course! Take your time. You should focus on our guests for now. These artificial springs are pretty new, but the experience is just as good as the natural ones if you ask me. We really worked hard on them, so I hope you enjoy.
Oke.
And you two, I know you want to focus on Atea's surprise, but don't forget your patrol duties in the meantime. The Abyss could attack at any moment, so we need to stay vigilant.
You got it,
Kita
Chief.
tidak boleh lengah,
We'll keep an eye
gitu.
out. You can count on us.
All right, we're off then. See you at the abandoned spring, Mualani.
See ya.
I'm also gonna head out. Have fun!
Apaan ada di bawah dia nih? Kayak gitar gitu. Jangan-jangan dia playable. Tapi nggak tahu juga sih.
Finally, it's hot spring time! Oh, I already arranged swimwear for you guys, by the way. Come on, I'll show you to the changing...
Oke, kita ganti baju. Gimana? Kok nggak ada itunya sih? Oh itu.
Follow the wind.
Woi, lagi santai kawan. Si kawan lagi santai bro. Kenapa bisa pas gini bajunya? Loh, kok travelernya rambutnya panjang dah? Paimon juga. Lah, traveler panjang ya rambutnya ya? Gak tahu deh. Ini kalau mau di screenshot, ntar hilang ini dulu. Cuman nggak bisa di screenshot. Aku nggak tahu cara screenshot di Genshin. Ya gitulah.
So, what do you think? Can you feel the warmth relax every muscle in your body?
Yeah, it's so nice. The steam is warm too.
The
Lucu
first
banget
time I
emang di
came to
sini.
the hot springs, there was no calming effect whatsoever. I was such a little ball of energy. The moment my parents looked away, I ran off to the high temperature pools. It was actually pretty funny looking back on it. They were absolutely frantic, looking for me all over, until finally
Apa dah, kayak
they saw
perempuan
my
dah
head
travelernya.
slowly poke out from under the water.
Ntar ini kalau mau screenshot lagi. Tapi Dari tadi aku screenshot. Masalahnya kayak ini ya. Ada muka aku di situ, gimana mau screenshot? Ntar gimana sih caranya screenshot? Windows key. Windows Shift S. Oke. Oh, ini sih dari ininya. Dari apa? Lah. Itu ada screenshot. Screenshot apa tuh? Nggak tahu lah. Oke.
I was too young to remember the whole ordeal, but my parents told me all about it. A natural-born swimmer, my mother called me.
Natural
Just
born
like her,
swimmer.
I taught myself how to dive underwater the first time I ever went swimming. So feel free to go for a swim. I'll be right here if you need rescuing.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Here goes nothing.
Auntie Atea, you really came to check on us?
Oh, ini si Tante Atinya. Astaga, bener disamperin dong. Coba screenshot lagi. Muncul nggak dia di itu? Muncul deh. Oh gitu caranya. Oke.
Of course. And I'm glad you listened. I brought you all
Bawain
some milk
susu
and
sama
snacks as
cemilan.
well. I'll just leave them
Baik
here.
juga. Auntie Ati.
The temperature in the artificial springs isn't too high, so I went with Saurus crackers and grain fruit chips. See how you
Saurus
like.
crackers. Grand fruit chips.
Oh, thank you.
Ini gambar Paimon kah? Oh enggak. Ini gambar monster-monster gitu ya?
These are great.
Well, I did make them myself.
Oke, ini juga kita bisa screenshot.
Very few young people know how to truly appreciate hot springs, so listen carefully. The temperature of the hot spring not only determines the type of snacks you should choose, but also the amount of time you should spend in the water. To bathe in a hot spring is to completely empty your mind. As such, swimming
Sadari
around the
kemarin.
pool is incredibly disruptive and impolite. And
Hey!
all right, looks like you were able to adapt to the temperature, no problem. You should be able to switch to the natural springs then. Well, I've got to get going. Oh, and make sure you drink your milk. I'm looking at you, Mualani. I still remember how you used to pour it into the water when you were
Dibuang dong
little.
susunya ke kolam.
That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not.
Okay.
Paimon didn't think you were the type to do something like that.
I remember thinking I'd totally get away with it too. But turns out milk is pretty easy to spot when you pour it into clear
Iyalah.
water. Some people get dizzy if they stay in here too long. You guys alright?
Paimon's fine, just a bit stuffed.
Looks like you two are naturals. Oh, by the way, I have to leave you on your own for a little while this afternoon.
Okay.
Certainly don't trust their aesthetic tastes. Who knows what will become of the place if I leave them
Ragu
unattended.
sama cita rasa estetikanya mereka.
In exchange, though, I can recommend a couple of shops that are worth a visit. Huh?
Yeah, she brought us snacks and taught us about the hot springs. We want to do our part too. Friends are supposed to help each other out. We'd feel bad otherwise.
Well then, the more the merrier. Alright, we should get going. Let's organize the best hot spring gathering Natlan's ever seen.
Oke. Jadi kita bantu buat kolam renang ya. Beda ini Archon quest kan? Iya deh.
As one with wind and
Chat ya
cloud.
ampun. Mungkin ini lebih ke kayak pengenalan tiap-tiap tribe-nya gitu kali ya.
Mualani! Wait, you brought our guests too?
We're here to help.
But you're important guests. We can't put you to work.
Memangnya lagi nganggur juga.
Alright. Stop trying to out-polite each other, would you? The sooner we get this party started, the sooner we get to enjoy the real party. Now, where to start? Looks like the water outlet is blocked pretty bad. We'll need to dig under it. Ooh, those boxes in the corner need to be thrown out as well. Oh! They're moldy as all get out! Ugh. Also, someone needs to go out and get some cloth, wood, and decorations. Oh, and snacks too. I say we get enough for 20 or 30 people. Bulk purchases fetch the best prices after all. Oh,
I'm not good at haggling. Why don't you go?
Hey, I'm not any better, and I wouldn't even know what to buy. How about we handle things here while you three deal with the shopping?
yeah, that works too. I can introduce you to all the shops while we're at it. Alright, let's meet back here later.
Malah jadi kita yang belanja. Ini nggak bisa dibuka dulu apa mapnya? Boleh kalau kita buka dulu. Jauh gak sih? Ntar ya. Ke arah mana sih? Ntar kita berusaha untuk membuka mapnya dulu. Mana tuh?
Let's go, Twirly!
Oh itu. Apaan nih? Lucu amat. Oh jadi kayak bunga gitu deh ya. Sian.
Time to go.
Shockwave!
Oke. Nah, gini kan enak. Yang teleport kecil-kecilnya ntaran aja gak apa-apa. Lah di sini itunya, bounty-nya. Bukannya di kok banyak? Juga. Kenapa ya? Kalau nggak salah sih memang ada disebut sih katanya saat ini tidak dapat teleport. Are you kidding me? Jalan lagi dong kita. Bangkit lah.
Let's go, Twirly!
Literally disuruh jalan kaki nih. Mana gini? Teruskan. Periksa.
Spin to win!
Kemana nih?
Hey there, Yellowpath. Hope business has been going well.
Apaan tuh jual pancingan dia ya?
Well, if it isn't Moalani, back from the pilgrimage.
That's right. Didn't make the cut this year, though.
Well, it wouldn't be a competition if everyone got to win. So, what'll it be today?
Betul juga.
Here, it's all on the list. Quite a sizable order, as you can see. So, can we expect a discount?
Wow, that is a large order. What's it all for? A party?
That's right. Keep this between us for now, but we're throwing a hot spring party for Auntie Atea.
Wait, you're saying she can go in the hot springs again? That's great news! How about this? You can have the decorations on the house, and I'll give you 20% off the cloth and wood.
Oke.
Come on, I know you can
Gratis
sweeten the
diskon.
deal. That pile of wood's been sitting there since I left for the pilgrimage. At this rate, you need to get rid of it or it's gonna go
Memang bangke
moldy.
si Mulan ini. Udah dikasih gratis dekorasinya, terus kayunya diskon 20%, masih kurang.
All right. Such a handful. Just give me a moment while I pack all this up for you.
Wow, that was amazing, Mualani!
All in a day's work. By the way, Yellowpath, are these 2 stones for sale?
Interested? They won't come cheap.
I'm not planning to haggle this time, I promise. Package them separately, would you? Nope. Kachina likes shiny little trinkets, so whenever I come across something like that, I always buy it for her. I'll hold on to them for now. It'll be a nice little surprise for her when she returns victorious from battle. I'm sure she'll like it.
All right, that should be everything. If you could just double check, make sure nothing's missing.
Let me see. Huh? What's this crate of juice doing here?
Kok ada jus?
That's on the house.
Dikasih bonus lagi.
7 years ago, when the Abyss attacked our tribe, Atea saved my brother's life. She never asked for anything in return, but I could never forget what she did for my family that day. So, send her my regards, would you? And have fun!
Oh, we will. It's gonna be a party to remember. Thanks a lot, Yellowfath.
Oh iya ya, rambut traveler tuh panjang ya, aku baru nyadar loh.
Well, that's our shopping done. Let's head back. We're back. How's everything going? Wow, this place cleaned up nice. You got the water unblocked too. Good.
I would hope so. We spent all day clearing out debris from the bottom of the spring. Did you guys get everything?
Oh, we brought back tons of stuff. We set it down near the cave entrance.
All right then, roll up your sleeves, everyone, and let's get back to work.
Actually, why don't you two take a break? I'll handle it from here. Traveler, so I was brainstorming on the way over, and I'm thinking we could draw something on the wall over here, and the snacks and drinks can go over there.
Gokil.
So, what do you think? Not bad, right?
It looks amazing! Paimon had no idea you were such a great designer!
Well, I'm usually the one in charge of the family store, so I'm pretty good at things like renovation and organization. Not to mention, this was totally a group effort. Still, I didn't expect it to take quite this long.
Yeah, tonight's definitely not gonna work. Chief Amina set up those patrols to guard against the Abyss, and Atea volunteered. So
I see. Well, guess the surprise will have to wait until tomorrow. This could actually be a good thing. She can relieve all... Well, let's call it a day then. Traveler, Paimon, you must be tired too. Come on, I'll take you to the inn.
Ke penginapan, to the inn. Sebelah mana nih? Banyak yang kilat-kilat di dalam nih. Apa ini? Operation Prince Note. Artefak, oke, artefak lagi. Ya, mau yang itu dia Prince. Bentar. Ujung ya.
Right here!
Alright, this is it. Get a good night's sleep, okay? I'll see you.
Okay.
Yep, good night! Paimon's exhausted. Anyway, we need to be well rested.
why now?
Apa nih?
Traveler, Paimon, wake up!
Mualani? What's going on?
It's the Abyss. Our patrols are trying to drive them back as we... Come with me. I'll take you somewhere safe.
Mualani, a little help over here. We can't hold them back much longer.
One moment. I'll be right there. Couldn't have said it better myself. Hang in there. We're here to help.
Kan kok tiba-tiba ada habis nih.
Let's ride!
Round him up!
Oh, have they been contaminated by the abyss?
No, they are the abyss. Destroy them!
Nah, apa tuh orang? Thank you.
I'm right. Go help the others.
We're almost done.
How dare We've cleared out most of the monsters over here. Thanks for your help. It would have taken me 8. Looks like we're still in for a long night, though. We still have no idea where these creatures are coming from.
Tiba-tiba dapet teror di situ.
Let's go ask Amina. She'll have a better handle on the city.
Amina, terus Amina.
Faster!
Apa tuh ramai?
Amina!
Oh yang ini tadi.
Oh, it's you three. Thank you for helping clear out those monsters. We were prepared for an attack,
dia kepala
but we
suku.
didn't have enough people to prevent them from breaking through our defenses. No casualties so far, though.
Where'd they come from this time?
The east side. We've pinpointed the position of an abyssal pylon, but we don't have enough manpower to take it down.
An abyssal pylon? What's that?
A kind of gate created by the abyss. One that allows monsters from the Night Kingdom to enter the physical world.
Oke.
The only way to end the attack is to destroy the pylon as soon as possible. Otherwise, the endless hordes of monsters will exhaust our defenses.
Exactly. That's what I'm most concerned about. Their numbers suggest there might even be multiple pylons in the area. We're searching for them as we speak.
All right, we'll go seal off the one to the east. Traveler, Paimon, can I count on your help again?
Of course! We can't just sit back and do nothing!
On behalf of the people of the Springs, you have my thanks.
Let's go. There's no time to lose. Take care, Amina.
Kayaknya tiba-tiba kita diserang habis nih.
Carving waves!
Memang udah ada firasat sih karena biasanya kalau lagi adem-adem ayam tuh ada aja ntar masalahnya.
Off we go.
Out of the way or get blown away!
Thank you so much.
Let's ride!
Need a surfboard?
Settle down!
One with nature.
Slip, slide,
Carving waves!
Ya udah.
Amazing! Lolani, is that the pylon?
That's it, all right. Come on, let's get rid of. This thing.
Soal buat terus pakai karakter Natlan dong.
Shower me with praise! Surf's up!
Wind strider.
Bow your head.
Oke, easy.
Whew! That should do it, right?
I don't see any more monsters, so...
Do these attacks happen a lot? Must be hard on your tribe.
Yeah, it makes things hard sometimes, but that's how our ancestors have always lived.
Oh,
Besides, the Abyss doesn't care how difficult our lives are. Fighting back is the only option. Come
gila.
on, we should head back. Huh? What are you looking at? Is there something over there?
You're right. Mualani, look! They're coming from that direction! Wait, that area looks kind of familiar.
What? How unlucky can we get? We just finished. We probably don't have any reinforcements over there, so it's up to us.
Oke. Tunggu.
Seems like the monsters are decreasing in number.
Come on, everyone, keep it up!
Right here.
Apa ini?
Let's ride. Nice dive.
Silence!
Right here. Get back.
Bow your head.
Nah, kenapa tuh orang? Lah,
Ateya, what are you doing here? Where's the pylon?
Where do you think? If I'm here, means that thing is long gone. I was in a hurry, so it's not my best work. You should check if all the important stuff is still here.
Stop talking for now. That wound looks bad. The abyssal power is corroding your body.
Is this the right area? Hello? Anyone there? Mulani and Ateya, what's going on? We were told the second pylon was over here.
telat.
Ateya took care of it, but she's injured. Quick, someone get a doctor!
All right, stop fussing. Don't you think I know my own limits? The main thing is they didn't destroy anything. This is a beautiful hot spring, by the way. I can...
Wait, no! This was meant to be a surprise.
For me, right? I know.
Ateya!
You think I couldn't tell you were avoiding me on purpose? Not one of you stopped to say hello today. It couldn't be more obvious that you were hiding something. And you, Mualani, were you the one that brought the snacks? How many times have I told you, you have to choose them based on the temperature of the water?
Oh, forget about that. The doctor's almost here, and you're gonna get all better. Then we can have a meal together, and I'll help you make whatever you want, okay? You just have to hold on.
The impurities and the elemental energy we embody repel each other.
What? The crystal has been purified? When?
The anguish he feels has brought him to tears. I also came across a teardrop
Kenapa
crystal.
tiba-tiba ke
Can you purify
painting?
it?
Jadi kita murnikan kristal itu.
Ateya! Ateya! Wait, what do you mean?
Gila, sakti bener nih si Tabibito nih.
What is this? Some sort of purification? The abyssal power, it's being cleansed away.
How can that be?
I never knew that was even possible.
Atea!
The mark of the abyss. It's gone.
Yes, thanks to the Traveler. By the way, Traveler, are you alright? I just saw you purify abyssal power from Atea's body. That didn't injure you in any way, did it?
Aman, jawabannya aman gitu loh.
You're sure? Good. Good.
Thank goodness.
You scared us all half to death just now.
Ya ampun.
Alright, everyone, head back and get some rest. We'll meet here tomorrow.
Sampai
We'll
dilempar ke
celebrate
udara
Atea's
apa coba?
recovery and our triumph over the abyss. And most importantly, we'll show the Traveler and Paimon how grateful we are for their aid.
Jadi pahlawan
Let's
lagi
make it
kita
an
nih.
occasion to remember. Dismissed!
Got it.
Hari-hari jadi pahlawan. Si Tabibito.
Got any other secret powers I should know about? But seriously, you really came through for us tonight, so thank you.
Paimon almost forgot you had that ability. You used it back in Mondstadt to cleanse Dvalin's tears, didn't you? That was some quick thinking, Traveler. Huh? You look like something's bothering you. What's wrong?
Abyssal power still exists within her body. Immersing herself in hot water would accelerate the corrosion of her internal organs, and the...
We think Auntie Atea's illness has taken a turn for the better.
She could never come into contact with hot water before, and now she's visiting the hot springs every night. I mean, it's pretty obvious what that means, right?
Hello? Traveler?
Hello,
Maybe you
bestie.
can zone out some other time because Paimon can barely keep her eyes open. Let's head back for now.
Jangan. Ya, semoga tidak terjadi apa-apa ya. Ntar dikirain kita lagi kan.
Let's go, Swirly!
Kak coba tuh joget-joget.
Not interested in hanging out with the other kids? Snacks not to your taste? Hot spring temperature too high? None of the above, huh? I heard you were the one who cleansed the abyssal power yesterday. You sensed it, didn't you? I was hoping to keep it a secret for a few more days. Didn't want to ruin the celebrations and all, but looks like it was no use.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Come on. Let's go for a walk.
Hey, where are you going? Did something happen?
Just going to get some air. It's too noisy in here. You have fun. We'll be right back. Oh, and there are extra snacks in that box over there if they need replenishing. Baked them all fresh this morning.
All right, sounds great.
Mualani,
Yeah?
you've gotten so tall. You know that. Feels like just yesterday you were that rambunctious kid causing trouble all around the hot springs. Tell me, how are your parents?
They're away on business.
Ini ciri-ciri orang
Seriously,
gagal
Ateo,
lagi
what's
nih.
going on? You're acting strange. Traveler, did something happen? Both of you seem a little off today.
I guess I should explain. I wasn't visiting the hot springs because I was getting better. And that pylon yesterday, I didn't go face it by myself because I was reckless or too anxious to wait for reinforcements.
Okay.
It's because my body isn't going to last much longer. Your friend saved my life in that cave, and because of that, I got to enjoy this celebration with you all. But I'm just a few days shy of the end. The hot springs, I'm just trying to enjoy them for as long as I have left.
Oh.
Mualani?
That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not. That's what you said back at the artificial spring. I had a bad feeling then, but I didn't want it to be true. I wanted to believe you were actually recovering.
You want to know something? Recovery, death, to me, the two aren't all that different. You've never been resurrected, so you might not understand. But Death and I, we're old pals by now. There's nothing sad about being reunited with an old friend. I lived with regret for a long time. Regret that my illness meant I could no longer take to the front lines, especially as our nation slid deeper into crisis. But yesterday, I was finally able to let go of that regret. Not only because I found the strength to fight the abyss, even at the end of my life, but because I got to see you in action, Mualani. Seeing you out there, it made me realize that I don't need to worry about our tribe or our nation's future. You have the capacity to bring us all together. Even if I was never injured, old age would still take me one day. But I've done what I needed to do. The future is in your hands now.
The future is in your hands now.
Just remember, whether in life or death, I am always with you.
I understand. Seems like you've given this a lot of thought, Atea. Thank you for telling me all this. I'll do everything in my power to protect our tribe, our nation, and live up to the example you set for me.
Good. Oh, and if any of you have the chance to meet with the Archon, could you give this to her for me? A
Bantu.
talisman I've carried with me my whole life. It may seem strange to say while I'm still alive, but just think of it as a relic I'm leaving for her. It's brought me good fortune in battle. Even after I became too sick to fight, I never took it off. Just tell her it embodies fond memories and my strength of will. She'll know what I'm trying to say.
Don't worry. We'll make sure she gets it.
All right. That's all I wanted to say. Let's head back to the party. No use spending what little time I have left being sad.
Si Atea sudah tidak lama lagi, guys. Udah memang rusak dari dalamnya ya.
Traveler, Atea, Mualani! If you don't hurry up, there won't be any
Masih
snacks
Bayong tadi
left!
nggak ikut ya?
Excuse me, what did I say about bathing in the hot springs on a full stomach? Hey, are you listening to me?
Masih galak juga si Atea.
Life is a journey in which there's no turning back. So forge ahead and don't hold back.
Bener sih, memang udah nggak ada jalan putar balik sih kalau di kehidupan kita. Oke, bagian 1 selesai. Oke. Tunggu 2 hari ya. Bentar. Ini egg 2 berarti ya? Iya nggak sih? Egg 2 nggak sih? Harusnya. Harusnya sih iya sih. Lah iya. Nah iya, egg 2 berarti. Kita baca dulu sekali. Mungkin kalau misalkan ntar kayaknya masih lama, mungkin lanjut besok kali untuk per 3 berarti ya untuk Act 2 nya. Cuma nggak tahu sih, kita lihat dulu hari ini gimana. Ini 2 hari. Bentar aku mau ini deh, bisa teleport kan. Isi darahnya nih orang-orang kok udah sekarat semua. Serang ganti ini.
Nearer to the action is closer.
Tunggu 2 hari. Oke, udah. Jalan-jalan di sekitar. Kenapa harus jalan-jalan dah? Bisa langsung sampai dong. Oh, jadi ini ada kisah kesukuan nih ya, benar-benar ini. Di update itu. Oh, wow. Berarti tiap suku beda-beda ya? Oke. Ada 6 ya. Ini yang pasti punya si Kacina. Ini si Kinich. Pasti mualanya ini. Ada 3 tribe lagi yang belum kita ketahui. Maksudnya belum bisa kita kunjungi sih harusnya. Tadi sih udah yang disebutkan cuma tinggi amat.
Time to go.
Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs.
Tiba-tiba
The
langsung
Abyss
pagi
kind of.
gitu.
Still, spending time here really has felt like a vacation. The Kaholasaurs are so nice and so fun to play with. Their bellies are super bouncy. Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. She gave Paimon some for the road just this morning, actually. Yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot springs, so not much has changed since we first met her.
Hey, you guys. Sleep well last night?
Yep, this area is so
Sama
nice.
dong, itu Paimon.
Glad you like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do some sea fishing. Later tonight, we can eat whatever we catch. Fresh fish is absolutely delicious right off the grill.
Matanya berubah jadi bintang.
Hey, Mualani!
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has returned.
And Kachina? Is she back as well?
Kachina fell in battle.
Really?
But don't worry, the team was victorious, so the rite of resurrection will be held in the stadium soon.
Berarti dia dibangkitkan dong.
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning, and it was her first time. Mistakes are bound to happen.
Exactly. She deserves to hold her head up high.
All right, thanks for letting me know. We'll head out in a bit. Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there. Had me thinking it was bad news for a moment.
Mualani, you said the Abyss was cunning just now, but it seems like the Abyss just wants to destroy everything. Like, think about all those monsters that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort of cunning plan, wouldn't it make more sense to send them to attack Kachina and her small team? Not that Paimon wants them to be in any more danger, it's just...
Relax, I get it. The Abyss is difficult to understand, that's for sure. At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. The Abyss isn't a living entity after all, so what capacity for logic or planning could it possibly possess? But through our long history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things aren't quite so simple. 500 years ago, the Abyss invaded Teyvat. You know about that, right? That's right. Conria suffered greatly during that time. But so did every other nation in Teyvat. And Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe to finally repel the Abyss.
Okay.
Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years, only able to be reversed little by little. Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun by dangerous sludge surging from underground. Unrelenting black winds tore across the lands of the Flower Feather clan.
Topping tajam gitu ya.
It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe. Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss's desire for destruction was a sort of primal instinct, but its methods are, in truth, marked by intelligence. We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom, and has the capacity to read the memories of this land at any given moment.
And that's how it became so dangerous and cunning. Almost like it knows you inside and out.
Yes, and that's why we've been unable to fully eradicate it, even after all this time. Luckily, the problems left behind by the Abyss have been successfully addressed by the various pyro Archons we've had over the years.
Archon Pero, okay.
Now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up. I mean, just look at what we managed to do a few days ago. We totally fought them off.
You must have had to sacrifice a lot to get to this point.
Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of a future where we get to stop fighting. Responsibility, duty, unavoidable burden. Everyone in Natlan views the war differently. But I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one day. And the efforts of all who fought against them will become a story for the ages. To think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations, it's kind of romantic.
Berarti ini bilang orang kalau bahwa bangsa Natlan itu bangsa yang perang gitu ya. Ibaratnya Archonnya pun Archon War. Karena memang mereka tuh dari zaman nenek moyang mereka tuh udah ngelawan habis berarti ya. Gokil juga.
Everyone has something that drives them forward, you know. We have to. Not only for ourselves, but for our future.
Jalur mualan itu.
Anyway, let's head to the stadium. Our fishing trip can wait until Kachina's back with us. The sea's not going anywhere.
Oke, jadi baru dimulai act keduanya. Di sini itunya. Untuk beker. Itu ya. Ini kah? Cutscene kah?
Whoa, this place is packed already.
Lah berarti Kachina doang yang nggak balik.
Of course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. It's their Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center of attention.
Aku banget nih sebenarnya.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kinich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani. Is everyone all right?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up his sleeve, by the way. He's just as strong as Kachina made him out to be.
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode of Resurrection together. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
Lah, masuk ke dalam api dia tuh. Wah, ini lagu yang di special program nih. Bajunya berubah ya? Atau sama sih?
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
Huh?
What?
What does that even mean?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But something went wrong.
What's going on? This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after all. Think about it. The Ode rekindles all victors. We've witnessed it countless times.
Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than meets the eye.
Hey! You just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage!
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Maybe she got scared and ran off. Why would the YUP recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like that? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point arguing with the likes of them.
Betul
You can't
sekali.
just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
You...
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl who never should have even gone to war? Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
That's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve victory. Maybe the YUP interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong to me.
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her at all!
No, she's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, she's always the first person to stand up and face it head on. We don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her reputation.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll see who truly deserves glory.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy of our admiration and celebration. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled, and I offer you all my deepest apologies as I continue to investigate this matter. To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even myself. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we wield against others.
I didn't mean it that way, Archon. I just...
If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish. But now's your chance. You have concerns? State them.
No, of course not.
Panik nggak tuh?
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would seem the truth never mattered to you at all.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question. So much for all that glory talk earlier.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where she is? It's extremely important to me. I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry, that's not enough.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friend sooner, you should join the investigation. So, what do you say?
Of course I'll join.
Pasti kita
In that
diajak.
case, come see me in the speaker's chamber.
Paling middle
We
list
should
gimana
join
gitu.
them.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd
Loh.
like to have a chat.
Loh, kok dia tahu kita?
Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the progress of the investigation. Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony. If there are no further questions, let's part for now.
Did she just ask us to come along?
I believe she did. Let's go. I'd like to know what's going on myself.
Kok dia tahu kita ya?
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night Kingdom, but I don't know what's causing it. As a result, I've been unable to track down her location. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue to be ineffective.
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
How long will that take?
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss, of doing her part to defend Natlan. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, the Pyro Archon would be there to bring her back to life. Whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now? Sit peacefully and wait for her return? Lose ourselves in grief over her death? Tell me, are we her friends? Or her murderers?
That's not fair, Mualani.
That's not fair.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your grief. Kachina's life means a great deal to me, Mualani. Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give you that peace of mind if I could. But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture of the issue we are now facing. Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of our nation.
You mean...
The Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance against the Abyss. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, there will likely be more casualties. But if we stop altogether, the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the Springs will only be the first of many.
Waduh.
If we compare the two choices, the former seems to be the lesser of two evils. Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo.
Api berpaling.
Weighing the costs is my duty.
Oh. Jadi dia lebih kayak orang yang dia menyandang marga kuno Malipo, di mana dia bisa dibilang orangnya ya lebih ke perhitungan berarti ya. Lebih logis lah harusnya.
The raw truth can be cruel, but we need to understand it if we want to approach this rationally.
Nah kan dia kalau ingin menghadapi masalah ini dengan rasional lebih logis berarti.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you. And unlike Kanich, I dare say it's not a simple case of weighing up which course of action is less painful, is it?
No. I can't choose between them, and I don't want to. Saying that one is preferable over the other is disrespectful to the people who suffered.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspend the pilgrimage. The consequences will be equally painful.
Yes. What happened to Kachina breaks my heart. But I couldn't bring myself to sacrifice other people for her sake.
And that is the crux of the problem. It's not simply a matter of choosing the lesser of two evils. Either way, there will be people who suffer. And the end result will be the same. Belief in the pilgrimage will waver. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. And that is exactly what the Abyss wants. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them.
Benar juga sih.
To prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. Then, we have to find another way of strengthening the Sacred Flame to keep the Abyss at bay. This won't be easy. I'll need time to figure out the best approach. I understand your anger, Mualani, but I hope that provided some clarity at least.
Wow, Hyman thought things were gonna get heated for a second, but the Pyro Archon took the time to explain everything so patiently.
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry. You're right. We need to focus on finding solutions.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars. That way, we would still be able to fuel the Sacred Flame.
Lah, tapi kan tujuannya orang ikut ziarah untuk ke perang penjaga malam ya.
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always been linked.
Ya, memang orang ikut ziarah kan untuk itu.
Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige, and competitor numbers will drop. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease. and the vicious cycle will continue
Tetap sama aja
indefinitely.
gitu.
So essentially, the Abyss is taking Kachina hostage.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? The Night Kingdom is something similar. Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with the Abyss in the picture, it's a different story. Your sense of self will be devoured until eventually you become one with the sea of souls. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will be the same water you had before.
Analogi yang bagus.
I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is currently facing.
Just like you said, Archon. Both of these problems need to be addressed. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with the Sacred Flame. I will go search for Kachina.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible you will not return. Knowing that, do you still choose to go?
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her. That's all that matters.
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her now. I choose to go as well.
Kayak ada cloring-cloringnya gitu ya, cuman dia panjang banget liganya.
Traveler? What do you think?
Understood. Then I'll support you in any way I can.
Okay.
The Masters of the Night Wind have a technique that can extract an ancient name from the ley lines.
Angin malam. Okay.
If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to pinpoint her position within the Night Kingdom. Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue her.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of souls? Can we even go there?
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go there in person. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
That's fine by me.
It's fine by me too.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
So, Paimon's the only one who's scared? Well,
Lali of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact that can be used to communicate with the wild. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal chiefs. But that
That was the artifact I delivered to the Scions of the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing about it again so soon.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but your fellowship and courage are what will truly decide the success of this operation. Besides, you're the ones helping me. I can only focus on one thing at a time, after all.
Sama kayak aku lagi.
Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to be so serious. I've heard all about your accomplishments. Ever since you arrived, I've been hoping to meet you and offer you Natlan's highest level of hospitality.
Why?
Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And, you know, in the middle. But our reputation's solid nowadays.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate. Perhaps even more than you can imagine. But we can talk about that some other time. Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some musical ambiance. But there are important things to...
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss.
Oh
She
iya.
wanted us to give this to you. It
Hmm,
embodies
ingat.
fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us to tell you. She said you'd know what that means.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. I can feel them flowing within the talisman. If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave the... But don't worry. This talisman means a great deal to me. I'll take good care of...
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire. But that's not at all why you decided to suspend the pilgrimage, is it?
You're right. Even now, the production of contending fire is far from sufficient. The gradual corrosion caused by the abyss has resulted in a massive shortage of pyro energy, and we're currently at the breaking point. As things stand, the pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our strength to defend the tribes. The abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan, and Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom is a direct consequence of that.
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction was close at hand, there would be immense panic. But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the better solution. But you chose otherwise.
I have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the fewest sacrifices.
Bener sih.
Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last a little longer.
Ih gila, lagunya tuh cocok banget ya. Di
You
Natlan.
mean?
Yes. Come with me. The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice my power to keep it burning.
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient name bearers.
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the Wayab have already embarked on their destined path. It is for them to decide how that journey ends, not us. All we can do is support them.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice, it's not right.
If not me, then who? No other is capable of sustaining the sacred flame. I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Oke, cutscene.
It's the Fatui!
Hah? Langsung nih.
The Archon of Natlan.
Beneran dong.
A force to be reckoned with.
Ambil jil pertama.
The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for ruin. And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what use is the Gnosis in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Terima.
In times of crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
Oke.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good. People like us. Let our blades do the talking!
Ini di special program. Lari ya. Kayak es gitu kali ya. Ini udah kelas nih. Kalah. Oh. Ngilang dia pasti nih.
Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
Gokil, bahkan El Capitano.
Are you alright, Archon?
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat. If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
Yeah. And how much does he know about Natlan?
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. The only purpose that unites them is collecting the Gnosis. But I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being here as well.
Whatever his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again and we're not prepared, we're done for.
We're done.
No, we're running out of time.
No.
The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being. Besides, I'm sure you noticed, the power that came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of the Night Wind.
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Oh?
Not necessarily. This could prove to be a very valuable turn of events. When we exchanged final blows, I sensed an unusual presence within him. I'll need to investigate further. Kanich, go to the Masters of the Night Wind and look into who could have aided the captain. Speak to Lali. She should know.
Oke, jadi kayaknya ada salah satu suku yang mungkin oknum kali ya.
I'll head out right now. Do you still intend to?
Ya, ini bantu si kapitan.
But fear not. Natlan's strength has never rested solely in its Archon. Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision now.
Is everything okay, Archon?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames. Too late now. I just hope the others have a safe journey.
What's happening at the stadium? Did something explode?
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power. She must be fighting a formidable opponent.
Should we go back and check what's going on?
Have faith in the Archon. She wouldn't lose in a one-on-one confrontation.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll head right back.
Okay, let's just keep climbing. Everyone really hopes nothing goes wrong.
Oke. Sebentar teman-teman, ini aku mau ke toilet sebentar. Terus di mana ya? Sini aja kali ya. Sambil mau sikat gigi juga sih. Biar lebih aja deh. Gimana caranya order transform center to screen? Oh iya, udah. Sambil kita download yang tadi masih bisa lanjut harusnya kan. Ah, bisa lanjut terusnya. Nih, kurang gak sih? Gak tau lah. Baik, ntar ya teman-teman. Oke. Ini benar kan harusnya berarti tinggal 11 gitu ya. Kita testing. Bentar. Ya, berarti hitungannya dia tetap ke download ya. Bentar deh kita lanjutin. Mana tuh? Bener kalau sini. Oh ini kayaknya trap. Oh yang ini ya. Trap baru kan ini? Harusnya sih ya sih. Oh ya kita kan memang sudah disuruh datangi tribe. Itu ya. Apa namanya tadi?
What can you tell us about the scions of the canopy?
The tribe's
Tidak-
people
oh,
are
tidak
very
tahu.
adventurous.
Oh ini punyanya Kinich berarti.
Kinda like us then.
I'm not so sure. You don't strike me as the type to enjoy danger. The scions of the canopy are a bunch of thrill seekers. They love extreme sports like rock climbing, rappelling, volcano parkour, or even bungee jumping without a rope while a Yunkasaur stands at the edge and uses its tongue to catch them. Sound like something you'd be interested in?
Oke. Dulu suku
Okay,
Kinich
that
berarti.
does sound different from our usual adventures. Paimon's not doing any of that. She can just cheer you on from the sidelines.
Jadi saurian mereka tuh yang kayak gini nih, yang bisa terbang-terbang nih.
That's Waina, the tribal chief. Let's head over to him.
Mana kepala suku?
Chaska.
Tidak terlihat seperti kepala
Nice to
suku
see
ya.
you again, Waina.
Kayak Usop dah.
I'm afraid we don't have time for pleasantries, so I'll get right to it. We're here for the Spirit Speaker's Stone.
Batu
Whoa,
Sabda
hold
Dewa.
on a second. At least tell me why you need it first.
Tadi ini suaranya udah kan.
My friend Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom. We need the stone to
Ntar aku
find her
tulis
ancient
surat
name and
aku ada
rescue
kan.
her.
Oh ada.
Rescuer? From the Night Kingdom?
That's right.
That's
I'm
right.
sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there, a mature warrior would never make such a foolish decision. The nature of battle is unpredictable. You never know how it's going to end. Losing a friend is tragic, but when that happens, the best thing you can do is focus on how to prevent further casualties.
Emang kayaknya cocok sih dengan logikanya si Kinich.
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Waina. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need, I'll choose foolishness any day. If Kachina's still holding on, then so will I.
Ya kalau si Muarani itu tipe yang positif, terus nggak tahu ya bisa dibilang bijak atau enggak ya, lebih ke lebih mungkin bisa dibilang lebih moralnya mungkin bisa dibilang lebih tinggi kah, atau empatinya kali ya. Empati itu mungkin di atasnya logika mungkin.
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong, Waina? This doesn't seem like you. Life isn't complete without taking risks. That's always been your mantra.
It's nothing. The Night Kingdom is a dangerous place. Can't blame me for checking if you were up to the task. If you're that determined, far be it from me to stop you. Here's the stone. Keep it safe, okay? It's not like we have a spare.
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back. But aren't you from the Flower Feather Clan, Chaska?
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve conflicts, so we slowly got to know each other that way.
Oh, penengah gitu.
Her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe too.
Cuy,
She's helped us out a lot in the past.
Oh, you have a younger sister?
Yes. I'll introduce you to her sometime.
Ini kayak elf gitu ya.
But let's get back to business. Waina,
Kereta
how do
lalat
we use
lagi
the
di sini.
stone?
Cantik juga sih si Chaska ini. Kayak vibes-nya tuh kayak si Chlorine tapi lebih ke, kalau Chlorine itu kan kaku gitu ya kayaknya. Gak tau sih, tapi aku belum pernah ngeliat, belum pernah main yang story questnya. Cuman kalau penampilannya tuh kayak kaku aja gitu. Kalau dia kayak lebih more kayak lebih santai sih bisa dibilang. Cuman
As you probably know,
agak
your
garang aja sih.
intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river flowing with concepts, and the ancient name you seek is like a tiny fish swimming downstream. In that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drifting down the river, but the boat alone isn't enough. You need a fisherman experienced enough to steer it in the right direction.
Siapa?
We couldn't do that ourselves?
With a little practice, I'm sure you could. You have the strength and the talent. If you want to make sure this works, though, I could recommend...
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior and scout from our tribe.
Oke.
He's got a
Sama,
keen
siapa
eye
lagi nih?
and a well-honed intuition. Even his ancient name means to seek. If you're fishing for a name, you're gonna want him on the boat.
Oke.
Bichama? Why does that name sound familiar?
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies. I've heard stories about him.
Oh,
Where can we find him?
Ever since Malco passed, he spends most of his time gazing out at the scenery from the cliff tops. Follow the path that way, and I'm sure you'll find him.
mana?
Thank you. We'll go look for him there.
Good luck. I hope everything goes well.
Tenang aja, selama ada Tabibito mah. Tabibito nih bosku. Jangan bilang itu di atas. Itunya. Di sini. Iya, apaan tuh? Keren gitu ya, kayak ada angin-anginnya gitu ya. Keren dah Natlan, kayak lebih Pak Bichama ya, Bichama di mana? Oh ini.
Someone admiring the scenery from the cliff tops. Ah! Hello there, are you Vichama?
That's me. Did you need something?
Gila suaranya. Berat gitu ya. It's me. Do you need something?
What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible? No, if you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place. But that would mean...
Are you okay? You don't look so good.
Everything's fine. I'll help you. but I do have a small request.
Apa tuh?
After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to look for my friends as well.
Si Malko
Your
tadi.
friend? Oh, why not mention someone named Malco? Is that...
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it if it's all the same to you.
That's not a problem. We agree to your request.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name, it's only right that we return the favor.
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone? I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal pylon. Both connect the Night Kingdom to the living world. Once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we have to be sure not to use it in a tribal settlement.
Bahaya juga buat ini alat nih. Sorry. Ya ampun, aku lupa ilangin BRB-nya. Baru nyadar lagi.
Wow, you got all that just from looking at it?
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said someone named Lali invented this. They must be a genius.
Lali.
I'll go find an open area and start setting things up. In the meantime, I need you to get 2 things for me.
2 things?
We'll go right away. What do you need?
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every store around here carries them, so no need to go anywhere special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one's tangible and one's not?
By creating something tangible in our world, like a net, we can create a connection to a corresponding concept in the Night Kingdom. Basically, I'm going to use the concept of a net to catch something equally intangible, an ancient name.
Cukup rumit sepertinya.
Oh, I see. What about the second thing you needed?
Right. I need 2 chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ancient names into our world, we'll need a place to store them. Normally, you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes, but I heard there's a traveling merchant from that tribe around here somewhere, so maybe you can try your luck there.
Gotcha!
Alright, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done. Oh, and you can send someone with me if you want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need. Lena spoke highly of you. That means you're trustworthy.
I appreciate it, even though that doesn't mean much to me anymore. Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up, so no need to rush. I'll see you in a bit.
What an odd guy. He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Let's just focus on the preparations for now. Hang on, Kachina. We're coming for you.
Mana? Jaring sama batu obsidian.
Hello.
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much for your whole stock?
Oh, the whole thing? Let me see.
Malah
That would
40.000 murah.
be 30,000 more.
Deal.
Wait, really?
What, you want me to drive down the price? We just need these as fast as possible.
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by rock climbing enthusiasts. If you want to learn, Roka's the person you want to ask. All right, that's everything. Here you go.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the traveling merchant Bichama mentioned.
Ini kah batunya?
Excuse me, do you sell obsidian?
Why, yes. I've got a chunk for sale right over there.
Ini yang mirip si siapa waktu itu ngasih ya? Kok aku lupa barusan tadi. Si Atea yang ngasihnya ya ke Archon, iya gak sih?
Perfect. Is that the only one though? We actually need two.
That might be tough. Tell you what, I'll take a look through these boxes over here and we'll see what we can find.
Thank you so much. We'll wait here.
Oke. Cari dulu patwa.
Relax. Everything's going according to plan.
I know, it's just... I could tell Vichama feels the same way about his friend that I do about Kachina. I hope this chunk of obsidian isn't the only one. Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom, she'd have a whole pile of obsidian ready in a heartbeat.
Well, would you look at that? I did bring an extra. Here you go, young lady. How does it look?
Perfect! Thank you. How much do I owe you?
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. I'll take 3,000 more of... Here you go. By the way, I heard you mention Vichama just now. You running an errand for him, then? How's he doing? Malco's been gone for 5 years now.
Do you know what happened between them?
I heard about it in passing while I was out drinking one night, but I don't know all the details. Bichama and Malco grew up together, and even made a name for themselves together. Malco was an amazing fighter, capable of knocking out multiple opponents in a single hit, while Bichama excelled at scouting and analyzing the battlefield. The two, 5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant in the pilgrimage and were placed on the same team to fight the Abyss. But on the eve of battle, the Abyss launched an attack on their tribe, and Bichama suffered an injury to his leg, while...
Then what happened?
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss in his condition. Bichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines with an injured leg would make him a burden in battle. So it's just... Malco and the others ended up facing hordes of abyssal monsters in numbers that far exceeded anyone's expectations.
Oh.
The team made an error in judgment, and they felt Vichama went into a deep depression after that. He blames himself for everything. Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. Not because he did something wrong, but because he wasn't able to do anything at all. I've tried convincing him to move forward, to stop dwelling on the past. But the shadow, the Abyss has caused so much suffering, and some wounds never heal. I wish there were... Anyway, that's the gist of it. Maybe you could help him talk things through sometime. I would...
Okay. Mungkin dia bisa menemukan. Bisa nggak pakai ini? Oke. Nah, kan langsung sana kan. Oke, tidak perlu susah-susah.
Did you get everything?
Jalan.
Yep, it's all here. When do we...
I've made all the necessary adjustments, so we're good to go. As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the favor.
Oke, boleh
Go
ada
ahead.
satu.
After Malco fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. If I had been there, I would have been able to sense the danger. I could have warned them not to advance. I've always blamed myself for what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized there's a chance Malco might also be alive, fighting for survival in the Night Kingdom.
But that happened several years ago, right? The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually becomes one with the Sea of Souls.
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. Malco and I promised each other, even if we never managed to root out the Abyss for good, we would fight together until the end. All right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient name. If you see any fragments scattered around the area, please collect them. Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will likely emerge in response.
Okay.
Look at that golden thing. It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer.
Oh, ini tali-tali tadi ya.
Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
Strike a pose!
Time to go.
Say cheese! Rat, missed it again.
Silence!
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long. We're getting close.
Vichama!
Quick, take it!
Okay,
I
jadi ini
found
mal-
Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting stronger.
Waduh.
The Abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going. You'll die.
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
Apa nih? Ada space gini nih.
Whoa, watch out! The power of the Abyss is strong.
Rusak dah tombol space nih.
This power.
Hanging in there?
Malco. No! Why can't I find him? Why?
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone, Mualani.
I already tried, but the power of the Abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, Sea Lolly. Get back!
Chaska, wait!
Lah, dihancurin.
spirit speaker stone was...
Dihancurin.
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was to destroy it. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel dizzy for a while, but that's normal.
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chaska. We were this close to getting dragged into the explosion.
Okay, I'll be more careful next time.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Wait, where's Vichama? Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malko's ancient name. It must be completely gone by now. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, I knew there was a slim chance, but still. And now... it's too late to save him. From the minute he left that day, it was already too late.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's glowing!
Huh? This is...
Apa tuh?
Hey, Malko. Got any strength left?
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words? Sure.
Too bad. No one will get to hear them. I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to die. It's just... hard. Thinking about my mom's face when she hears the news.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. They won't have to mourn me. Pisak! Always had to beat me at everything, didn't you? Right to the end, you were never one for goodbyes. Maybe you're right. Maybe no one will get to hear our last words. But just in case... Vichama... I'm so glad you didn't come with us. Don't be sad. Just... keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that... a memory?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me unbelievably happy. But it also brings with it an even deeper pain.
A deeper pain? Why?
Malko was always the type to put on a brave face. But in that memory just now, his hands were shaking, and his smile was forced. For all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end.
Di depan kematian kayaknya gitu.
And now I know, at the end of his life, he was thinking the same thing.
Vichama.
I'm fine. Actually, I heard Chief Wyna wasn't really on board with your plan to go to the Night Kingdom. When you asked for my help, I hesitated too. I knew helping you find your friend's ancient name meant leading you one step closer to danger. But I also understood why you had to try. Everyone has regrets in life, but not everyone gets the chance to make up for them. Once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. In that sense, We might as well choose the braver path from the very beginning. If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malco to the front lines no matter what. Even with an injured leg, there were still things I could have done. That way, even if the outcome stayed the same, I still would have fought alongside him to the end. There are critical junctures in life, and if you don't seize the chance to act, there's no going back.
Ya, begitulah kehidupan, teman-teman. Tidak ada yang namanya jalan kembali.
That's something I had to learn in hindsight. But you're still at the crossroads of your journey, so I hope you can walk away without regrets.
Wah, ini dalam banget sih sebenarnya.
Thank you, Vichama. I feel even more determined now. Kachina will come back to us. I'll make sure of it. I promised I would find her, and I intend to keep that promise.
That's good to hear. Strange. My body, it's...
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the Traveler possesses powers of purification, the corrosion can never be fully eradicated. Thanks to him, though, you were only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help you keep the symptoms in check.
Ooh.
Huh. That does make me feel better. You seem very knowledgeable about all this.
Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. Let's get Vichama back to his tribe and tell Wynette the good news. And apologize for destroying the Spirit Speaker Stone. We had no choice, though, so he'll probably...
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that? I don't know what you want from me.
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Wynette. I can hear it in your voice.
Honestly, it's just one thing after another with you two. They're back.
Koichi? What are you doing here?
Don't play dumb with your own sister. You know exactly why I'm here. My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow Chaska for a few minutes. You come with me.
Padahal nih, berdua.
I'll be just a moment.
Who is that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood, it's kind of a long story. It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, Chaska was actually raised by cuckoo sores. She was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. The Abyss found her out there, all on her own. That strength of will pushed her to survive. But it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually, she was adopted by the cuckoo sores. Wherever they went, she followed, getting into fights right and left.
For some reason, Paimon can totally imagine that.
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her. At the time, Chaska still had a habit of getting into fights, so Koichi was always taking her around, apologizing to everyone.
Ah, I remember those days. One of those fights was definitely with me. But, you know, kids. You're fighting one minute and your friend's the next. Eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. And now she's who people call to resolve conflicts. She's known... It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though. Don't siblings usually stop fighting when they get older?
Enggak sih.
That's partly my fault. Koichi asked me to stop Chaska from doing anything dangerous, but you probably know by now, once Chaska makes up her mind, there's no changing it.
Oh, I get it. No wonder you tried to talk us out of going to the Night Kingdom. Chaska even said that wasn't like you.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my age, you couldn't attempt something like that even if you wanted to. Better try now than live with regrets later. That's what I say. Still, I can understand where Koichi's coming from. In the end, nobody wants to sit back and let a loved one put their life on the line.
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain yourself.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do what's necessary.
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it's just a trip abroad.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Kayaknya kupingnya lebih bener deh ketimbang sini.
Again with the excuses! We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in level 2 danger and below. You can only go up to level 3 if a situation is so dire there's absolutely no alternative. But a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is. And you were just going to sneak into the place without saying anything.
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything dangerous. Oh, it's like he didn't even try.
Duh, ini berat nih masalah keluarga nih.
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing he could have done? Not even by force.
Oh, I knew it! So he did try to say something, but you didn't listen.
This is important. If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same decision.
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where you could lose control at any moment, it's my duty to say something.
All right, whatever. Anything else?
Oh, you... What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you reflect on what you've done and promise me you'll stay put?
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments or a serious one?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then... you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially my fault.
But the person you become when you lose control, that's also not who you are.
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals. If I want to live in that...
I've also told you that managing your condition is equally important.
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get serious. And I think Wina prefers his roof attached to his house.
Aduh.
Is that a threat? That
Garang
sounds like
juga.
a threat to me.
Udah pasti ancaman sih.
Koichi! Younger sisters are supposed to listen to their elders.
So, you're really going to go, no matter what I say? I'm supposed to be your sister.
Then support me. I'll be back. All you have to do is wait.
Chaska. So, that's it. Why'd you have to turn out to be so darn annoying?
You two are something else.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood, but you two sure are similar.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way, down to the very... It's not my place to get involved, but I will say this. Try to spend a little more time with your sister.
Thank you.
Anytime. All right. If you're done with the Spirit Speaker Stone, you might as well hand it over. According to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact, so it'd be safer to keep it with me.
About that.
If only Tone-Deaf Bard was here, he could have repaired it just like the Holy Liar.
It might be in a few more pieces than you remember.
Huh? I see. Sounds like it was an urgent situation. If someone's life was on the line, then you had no choice.
Paham juga dia berarti.
Still, Citlali's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff. I'll explain everything to her later. Stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom, okay? I'll wait here for your safe return.
Oke, ini kita habis ini langsung ke Archon Pyro ya. Kayaknya kita langsung menemukan si siapa namanya? Si Kachina deh. Oke, jadi habis ini kita langsung ketemu Archon dan mungkin lematin si Kachina kali ya. Cuman kayaknya kita lanjutin besok deh kayaknya. Soalnya udah mulai ngantuk nih. Jadi mungkin insya Allah besok sih selesain. Sama kalau misalkan masih lanjut, kita bisa bukain semua teleport sambil ya explore dikit lah. Ini masih 1%. Oke, sampai situ aja dulu sih. Kita lanjutin besok tugasnya. Jadi part 3 berarti ya. Oke. Apa deh? Marah kah dipukul? Oh enggak bisa dipukul. Oke. Thank you teman-temannya udah menonton, dan sampai jumpa esok hari. Kita lanjut Archon Plus-nya. Sampai jumpa di live stream ataupun video yang berikutnya. Bye bye guys, thank you. Selamat malam.